Hello and welcome to the Lake Cumberland District Health Department new series, Teach Me, Love Me, Care for Me. I'm your host, Amy DeCesare. During the course of our program, we will be talking with a family that has a child somewhere in the age range of your child. We'll be getting an inside look at these families' experiences in raising their children, the challenges they face, what they are learning firsthand, and how they will continue to grow and develop as a family. In each segment, we'll provide information which will help you learn more about nutrition, exercise, and nurturing, and what is specifically needed for the overall development of your child for their particular age group. In the 3-year-old category, we will visit the home of Jason, Natalie, and Ella. While their child experienced a heart deformity as a baby, the whole family today is working at getting stronger and developing some important life habits as they also get ready for another family member on the way.
To see Ella learn is pretty exciting. It's almost like you see a light go off when she grasps a concept that you're teaching her. And even though it may not be a formal sit down where we're teaching her colors or her shapes or her letters of the alphabet, if it's just something that she's never done before and we show her for the first time and she gets it, maybe not even the first time, but the second time, and she gets it, that concept is with her. And it's the first time that she's learned something like that. And it's really a very unique thing to see her learn something that she didn't know before.
I agree on that. Just seeing how, being a stay-at-home mom, I've been able to see a lot of that one-on-one, and just to see her grasp a concept and to know that I have instilled that in her has been very rewarding.
We've all heard it, actions speak louder than words. It's never truer than when you're trying to teach your child healthy eating habits. Children are imitators by nature, and at the age of 3, they'll enjoy eating things that you seem to enjoy eating. So keep lots of healthy foods around the house, not only for mealtime, but also for snacks. With more information on laying down a strong nutritional foundation for your 3-year-old, here is Melinda Osborne with the Lake Cumberland District Health Department.
Habits can be good or bad when you're talking about nutrition. And when it comes to foods at this age, variety really is the spice of life. Offer your 3-year-old a variety of foods from all the different food groups and let your child decide when they've had enough. They'll definitely let you know when they're full. Remember that you've got a very busy child on your hands now, so their snack time is a very important part of their feeding schedule. Just be sure to keep your snacks as healthy and nutritious as your meals, and again, remember to lead by example. At this stage, what you do really can mean more than what you say.
As far as Ella's nutrition, I try to plan and prepare well-balanced meals, make sure she gets her veggies and fruits in, and I don't know, just, and I try to eat well myself, so.
Yeah, the problem is me because I don't eat very well. And so Ella has a lot of the same habits I do. We eat a lot of the same foods and she likes to see what I'm eating, and that's what she wants too. So I'm trying to work on that some. And Natalie's good about the way she grocery shops and how she balances what she brings home. And so it gives us a healthy choice. And hopefully I can get better, and Ella can see that too. So.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. When trying to figure out which foods to feed your child, the decisions could be overwhelming. Actually, there are a few simple rules for parents to follow to make things easier and to help you keep from being overwhelmed. First of all, control the foods that come into your home. Make sure they're healthy, not only for your child, but for everyone in the family. A healthy family is a happy family. Another rule, choose what your child eats and drinks. Don't let them be the decision maker. Let them decide how much and whether or not they want to eat, but you choose the foods. A very important rule is to prepare the meals, and if possible, let the child help. Getting them involved in fixing what they eat helps them be more open to different types of foods and foods that you want them to eat that are good for them too.
As far as the balance that she needs, I feel that it's important that Like you said, I do make the choices for her, but I give her a variety of things to choose from. Whether it's maybe if she chooses a banana or an apple, but I make sure I incorporate that in the meal or snack time. And as far as veggies, she loves carrots, and she calls it carrots with dippy. As long as we got a side of ranch, we're good.
The important thing with Ella is she does not eat very much. She's a petite girl, and so for her, it's important to give her the good food while we can, because she's not going to eat very much of it. So whatever we give her, she usually takes in a pretty small portion.
Typically, like for instance, for supper, I try to make, like, if it's baked chicken or mashed potatoes, green beans, I try to have a variety of things that she could choose from to eat. And typically, she does eat a lot smaller proportions than obviously what an adult would eat. So I typically put her plate to the side when she's full, and she may come back in a couple hours, I'm hungry, and I'll give her more at that point. But she overall, I think she eats pretty well.
She's good about telling us when she is full, though.
Yeah.
And it's not too far after she starts a meal that she's usually full. So she gets full pretty fast. Something I want to comment about, it's for us, when we find something that she does like, popsicles for instance, we can go and find healthy versions of a snack that she likes. And popsicles is one of them that we did that with. When she had her first popsicle, she loved it, and she loves popsicles. So we gravitate towards popsicles that are rich in vitamins and have fruit in them and stuff like that.
Making mealtime interactive is a great way to bond with your child and gives them an appreciation for their food that they won't have if you merely bring home fast food in a bag. Make sure your child participates in the family meals and that they behave during meals. There are some more excellent suggestions in your written materials which were included in your kit. Make sure to review them after you've watched this program. Coming up, physical activity for your 3-year-old. Just how much do they need? The habit of developing structured physical activity continues to be important to your child as they continue to develop in these very important years. According to the National Association for Sports and Physical Fitness, 3-year-olds should get at least 30 minutes of adult-led structured activity and at least 60 minutes of free play, or what we call unstructured physical activity. With more information on this topic, here's our physical fitness expert, personal trainer, and health educator, Jackie Hodges, with the Lake Cumberland District Health Department.
It might be hard to believe, but Amy's right. The association also says that toddlers, as a general rule, shouldn't be inactive for more than an hour at a time, except of course when they're sleeping. This may seem to be a lot of work, but this activity is important for your child's proper development. It's been shown that children who are active during their younger years of development will remain active as they grow older, and most remain physically active into adulthood.
When Ella was 18 months old, we did find out that she had a hole in her heart. And at 2 years old, she did have open heart surgery. So we've always been a little sensitive about her physical activity. But since the doctors have given us full release and said that she can do anything any other child will do, we really want to concentrate on giving her things to do that will make her lead a healthy life. Since Ella was born, we've often taken her in her jogging stroller running with us. And so that's been something she's always done, whether it's just running in our neighborhood or walking on the trails in our town. She's always been around us when we are exercising and we're doing physical activities. So it's something that she's getting used to doing with us as we do it.
And Jason just recently started a new exercise program, and to see her interact with him and try to participate is really, it's rewarding to see that she would take the time to want to do that. She likes to do the stretches and a lot of the exercises.
She's good at emulating what she sees me doing. And she's also not too bad at doing chin-ups. She got one.
This really is a great time in your child's physical and overall development. They begin to use their imaginations during playtime. And since they're naturally ready to play most of the time, all you have to do is provide a safe space and the opportunity to play.
As far as games that Ella and I like to sit down and interact with and play together, she loves a game called Memory Game. She does very good at that. We've been working on shapes and colors and counting and working on her ABCs. And Dad's more of the fun kind of guy.
We have more spontaneous playtime. So it could be home, or I could be coming home from work and just get on the floor and wrestle for a while, or just decide to run through the house for a while playing chase or hide and go seek. So for Ella and I, it's more spontaneous. When summer gets here, we'll spend a lot more time at the park and playing in the backyard. That's where Ella really shines. She loves to be on a playground. She loves to climb on steps and go down slides. She's really good at interacting with other kids too at the park. So for us, summertime's our big time for playtime.
And at 3 years old, you'll want your child to begin developing their imagination. Playtime should include games where your child dances, sings, and even imitates animals. In the activity called Animal Moves, they can hop like a kangaroo, crawl like a turtle, fly like a bird, and climb like a monkey. You'll also want them to perform activities that will teach them to balance, like standing on one foot for 2 seconds, and to bend over without falling. They'll also be able to start pedaling a tricycle. Busy. It's what your 3-year-old needs to be, and it's how they should keep you.
Ella has a very vivid imagination. She spends a lot of time playing, and a lot of the time during the day she's by herself or with Natalie, so she does spend a lot of time playing with baby dolls, and she pretends that she is a nurturing mother to them. But she also is very vivid in describing stories that she makes up to us, and she's creative. And I think that comes from us not always allowing her to watch TV as much as she would want to. We let her watch TV or watch a movie of our choosing, but it's very limited the time that we let her do that.
Jackie tells us it's great to play with your child, but as you do, keep in mind that you're not just playing for today. You're teaching your child to be healthy for the rest of their life. By exercising daily, you're helping them control their weight and laying the foundation for a very healthy future. Coming up next, the nurturing continues in the fundamental development of your always impressionable 3-year-old child.
Nurturing to me is the time that I spend with Ella, showing her that I care for her, that I love her, and I'm always going to be there for her no matter what she needs. And I think the way that I instill that in her is by being there when she does need me, and always displaying affection for her in a way that she can really grasp. And if it's giving her a hug or giving her a kiss on the cheek, it's just my way of showing her that I have a tremendous amount of love for her.
Nurturing to me is whether Ella has an accident or falls down or something, whether it's to give her a hug or kiss just to let her know I'm there.
If you've incorporated the right amount of activity into your 3-year-old's day, they'll be ready for a restful night's sleep. It's been shown that tired children sleep more soundly and will sleep longer. Still, it's good to try to incorporate some nurturing activities before putting your child to bed. Here's Jackie Hodges with more about the importance of nurturing with your child.
As always, even with the younger developmental ages of your child, snuggling and singing to your child are excellent activities before bedtime. One good activity is called My Family, where your child not only learns words like brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, and so forth, but learns the very important lesson that they personally are a member of that family.
It's important for us to let Ella know that she's part of a bigger family than just the 3 of us, and soon to be the 4 of us now that Natalie's expecting. But that she has grandparents, she has great-grandparents, she has cousins and uncles and aunts, and that for her helps for her to identify who she is, because she is part of our big family and the traditions that we have as a family, and she's growing into those traditions.
By using a photo album filled with family photos, have your child point to the various family members as you name them. This activity also gives your child a feeling of belonging and adds to their sense of security. One activity you'll want to make sure you avoid before bedtime is watching television. TV watching actually overstimulates your child and prevents them from laying the foundation for building a good sleep routine.
We understand how important it is for Ella's physical and mental development to get a good amount of sleep and get the recommended amount of sleep. So it's important for us to follow a routine that allows her to get the sleep that she needs, and also a routine that allows for sleep during the day as well.
As Jason was saying, we realized that a routine is important for Ella, so we try to make sure she has an hour to an hour and a half nap each day.
At 3 years of age, your child will now only require 10 to 12 hours of sleep, with 1 or 2 hours coming from naps. But even though sleep time is reduced, your child should have a deeper and more satisfying sleep pattern due to the fact that they are becoming more and more active.
We understand that it's important for Ella, for us to nurture her before bedtime. And it's our time to show her that we love her and give her that reassurance that even though she's going to sleep, we'll be there in the morning when she wakes up. And we do that by giving her a hug and a kiss, saying her prayers with her. She likes to be rocked. She likes to have Natalie rock her. And she likes to fall asleep with us around.
Reading and speaking to your child in a calm voice at bedtime helps to reinforce the security your child will need to feel before dozing off. It's hard to believe your child's already 3 years old, isn't it? Please enjoy this time. It'll be gone before you know it.
The timing of since Ella was born until now has been so rapid. It's amazing how time flies. It seems like yesterday we were bringing her home from the hospital, and now she's 3 and we're expecting another one. Just the transitions, and it's been amazing. It definitely goes by fast.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how fast it goes by. But all the while, it's so amazing to see how she's developing, and to see her from this little baby that we had to care for to now she's 3 years old, and she's so independent, and she's grasping all these concepts that we're teaching her, and she's becoming her own person. It's amazing to see in these 3 years what she started as and what she is now. And although it's gone by so much faster than we wanted to, for me it's really exciting. And I know Natalie's more sentimental than I am, and so to get that time back for her would be pretty invaluable. But for me, to see how she's progressing, that's the world to me.
There are plenty of nurturing activities in your TLC Tips playtime. Make sure that you keep the activities fresh by adding new activities and rotate them to keep them from getting old. Spending that little extra time with your child at the end of the day will definitely pay off as they grow older.
I think we want for Ella to be a complete person, and we want her to have values that we have passed on to her, but at the same time be an independent thinker and be able to, when she's faced with a challenge, be able to know how to handle it with poise and know what to do, what's wrong and right. Those are some of the things that we want for her. We want her to be a person who has, moral standing, but at the same time knows how to love life and live life and enjoy every moment and the small things that we as a family do, that she finds the small things that make her happy too.
It's hard to put into words what you want for your daughter as to when she gets older. But I think Jason said, he elaborated on a lot of what we want for her. We want her to be a complete person. I want her to be morally secure in her faith and just to become the best person she can be.
Thank you for joining us for this segment of TLC and for taking the time to learn how to react when your child says, "Teach me, love me, care for me." Our thanks to Jason, Natalie, and Ella for letting us visit them in their home. And our thanks to you for watching the program to learn more about how you can help your baby during this phase of their growth and development. For more information, be sure and refer to all of the materials on nutrition, exercise, and nurturing provided in your kit by the Lake Cumberland District Health Department. We'll see you again soon in our next edition of Teach Me, Love Me, Care for Me.